Yes?
I like to think of philosophy
Think you know
as a
the
way of
answer to that.
conclusively resolving the big questions.
I'm right behind you.
Or is it? Discuss.
Yes?
Is there something I can help you with?
Come on.
Can I help you?
Busy now?
Cesargo, the Archmage believed it important. As powerful.
New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better. Not at all. I consider it a blessing. My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do.
This place has me homesick for the Arcane University. Oh, those heady student days.
I know he's from the Thalmor, that he claims to be here simply as an advisor. I also know that no one really believes that. I've been trying to avoid him, honestly.
I'll try to cast a
All right,
diagnostic
then.
spell.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet? You have? Already? Well, Cesargo is surprised. And pleased. There is a real competition here. This is good. There is much for Cesargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Cesargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt. Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not Cesargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Cesargo to become great. Oh, but you are wrong. The only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it. Until next time.
Good to see you. The key to wards is that they take time to charge. Not long, but you can't start casting with a fireball coming at you. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, it will recharge itself after a moment or two. Just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration, and you can easily find yourself drained of your magical reserves. Well, yes. This is rather embarrassing, but it seems I've misplaced something. I can't find my alembic. I suppose I could use another one, but... well, it sounds silly, but mine has sentimental value. If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me? All right, then.
Something on your mind? This is a beautiful building, and not as cold as I thought it would be. You will make quite a name for yourself here. This place suits you.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim. The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor. I'm sure you can figure it out on your own. If you can't, perhaps Urag has a book you can read. My pleasure.
Oh, no.
All right, then.
Actually, I've forgotten what I was looking for.
Well then. Let me know if you need anything.
What's that? Oh, yes, thank you. I will. You can see me?
Know that joke about how to tell when summer's come to Kavir? The Great Collapse was the worst disaster.
Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent. You already know all that I know. You have gone beyond my teachings, which is quite a feat. I did not think it possible, but there is always more to learn. I believe you are ready for the next step. Knowledge of truly powerful illusion spells is here at the college, but it is hidden from those who might misuse it. I shall teach you a spell to discern things hidden from others. With it, you will be able to acquire the texts you need. Bring all 4 to me, and I shall use them to inscribe the spells for you. All right, then.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. No? Well, then she hasn't gotten to you yet. But she will. And don't you believe a word of it. My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me one bit. That's what she's after. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you.
Don't trust that one. He's up to something.
I'd much rather
Most here are up to something, of course, but in his case, it's not good. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
Well, I suppose I could use a hand with something, yes. Feralda's working on something, and I want to know what it is. I want her notes. You think you could get them for me without her knowing? I'll throw some money at you. Good enough? Just get the notes and bring them to me. If you can't do it, I'll find some other way to manage it.
Can I help you with anything, Neria?
I was wondering, has Feralda been in recently? Borrowed any books that you can recall?
Neria.
Did she perhaps mention any dangerous research she might be working on? Anything that could get her in trouble?
I'm here to help you with books, Neria. That's all.
Ah, yes, of course. No, I don't need anything.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these. A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact.
Oh no, not him again.
Can I help
Come on.
you?
Well,
That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding, no matter what the guards claim.
What? Why the audacity? How dare you apply such a thing?
Calm down.
Ah, that, yes. The group prior to yours has disappeared entirely. It's possible that there was less than the necessary amount of oversight. That's still being looked into. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
Continues to struggle with words. You have time to practice.
Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the mark. Quite unlike anything you've seen before. Aliad, Glenna, Daedric, or even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience. This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Alan is already hard at work. Hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must
No,
It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
Maybe later? I'm sort of busy now.
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. I cannot ignore this situation. I shall be quite capable of observing everything that goes on here. Don't worry. I'll report to the Aldmeri Dominion. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Looking for any specific volumes, Travis?
The Psijics have come for you again. I wonder if they'll be a little less cryptic next time.
I've forgotten what I was looking for.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime.
It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. Unfortunately, the future is as obscure to us as it is to you. The overwhelming power of the Eye makes it difficult for us to see. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
Yes?
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't.
Here I am.
You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
Home is where your heart is, right? Or is it where you hang your hat?
I'm not sure.
What if you don't have a hat? Should we be giving hats to the homeless? Well, I take it he stopped time and spoke to you again. What did he say? Dunlane. That's in High Rock, isn't it? And they have an augur. How curious. Did the nice gentleman say where you would find said augur? Really? I'm surprised we haven't been introduced. I suppose we'd better ask around and see if anyone knows where to find them.
Certainly. My father was a hunter, and my mother dabbled in priesthood. Both of them spent most of their time alone, so it was mostly me and my sister. What about you? What was your family like? Do you visit them often? Oh, maybe someday we could travel to visit them together. Go ahead. Okay. If you need me, I'm here. I was wondering, how are you doing? I could be better, to be honest. Just one of those days, you know. Okay.